Pimax makes an amazing headset, very, very high end, super high resolution, weighted and distributed well. I have tried it on multiple times. I have done those demos multiple times. And even if there's a nuance this year, there's not going to be any nuance this year for me to try those on. They're way outside of the price range of what I'm normally looking for, which I will double check and go from there. I mean, it is an excellent unit. Also, if you notice in that video, there's a big display in front of them, and the controllers, they can't see those. Those are for us. Those are for like what it would be like to play if you didn't have that on. So it's kind of a weird thing when you see all these like, display things that someone wearing the headset wouldn't actually need in front of them. They wouldn't need the monitor, and they could use a much simpler looking controller. Anyway, I'm gonna double check the pricing. All right, so this is obviously this is the Crystal Light, which is the same high resolution display in the Crystal that I saw last year and previous times, except this is much lighter because there's no battery pack, and a lot of the electronics have been stripped out because this is a wired PC device, and there's nothing wrong with that, especially the price drop. This is amazing how much lighter the Crystal Light is, and yes, every time I say Crystal Light I giggle, and they know why. It's an Austrian candy.
Translated, it would be Mozart's balls.
So I'm eating this, I'm like, oh damn, this is marzipan. He goes, and nougat. And he goes, and the first one's free. Spoken like a true dealer. Now I'm gonna try the Crystal Super. Yeah. And this is gonna be a super experience. I'm actually really nervous. I wanna fall in love with, holy shit. There is almost double the pixels in this display as the other display, which is almost double the pixels of your standard, Quest. This is awesome. Yeah, that's great. So there you have it. I mean, I'm really glad I stopped by and asked questions, because even though it looks all the same, there are differences. The Crystal Light is like $800 and it's twice the resolution of the MetaQuest. The regular Crystal is going to be the same resolution, but obviously that little bit bulkier because it's got the batteries and processing stuff, and that's like $1,600. That's a big price drop. And then apparently the that Pro version, which is even double the resolution, which is like 4 times the resolution, is going to be under $2,000 as well. So really, really cool. It's a good thing I stopped by and I said, well, I have seen it, because I have seen it. I've seen the demos. I don't need to sit in a flyer to know what it's like. I need to know like what that moment of immersion is. And they actually were really nice to me. They let me see it. They let me see it with all of the bells and whistles turned off. So instead of everyone else going like, look at this beautiful immersive thing, I'm like, show me the construct so I can like go, oh, let me see just how bad it is, because that's what I'm looking for, is those extremes. Any one of these devices can make you feel immersed. The question is what are the limitations of that immersion? And I know that best by looking at sort of like the clean version, the white version, the brightness version. A lot of cool demos, but I don't need to do them all.